I saw yesterday in these videos was a snowball fight that got out of hand. I believe that our officers, just like any city workers, deserve respect. And, you know, once again, I think these are the views that I've shared both kind of in public as well as in any conversations I've had. You know, I've said that what I saw was a snowball fight. It should be treated accordingly. It was one that got out of hand, but that's what it was. So I'm not going to be banning snowball fights or organized snowball fights. I've shared my thoughts with New Yorkers, and I continue to believe that what we are seeing in this response, this winter blizzard, from the city workers as a whole, and that includes the hardworking men and women of the NYPD, is part of why the city's getting back on its feet, and I'm appreciative of that work. So I've said again and again of what I think it was. I've said again and again of my views on this snowball fight, and I'm appreciative of the work that my police commissioner does and the work that we are doing to keep New Yorkers safe across this city, and that's the work that I'm looking forward to continuing.
All right.
Thank you. From the video I saw, it looked like kids at a snowball fight.
Looked like kids at a snowball fight. Right. Police Benevolent Association President Patrick Hendry responded, quote, "The mayor's response is a complete failure of leadership. This was not just a snowball fight. This was an assault by adults throwing chunks of ice and rocks that landed 2 officers in the hospital." New York correspondent Nicole Maliatakis joins me now. Mamdani is refusing to call this a criminal act. The mayor doesn't he doesn't have the officers' backs. I think that's going to be a real problem for this city.
Absolutely. If this early on, this mayor cannot condemn the actions of not children, these were grown people who were throwing snowballs, disrespecting our police officers, it is unconscionable. And you know what? It sets a terrible tone, Stuart, for this term. He's already been the leader of the defund the police movement. He's already saying he's not going to hire 5,000 more cops as Mayor Adams had planned in the pipeline. He's already cutting overtime from our police, which will make our streets less safe. And now he won't hold individuals who assault or attack or disrespect our police officers accountable. And this is a differentiation with the police commissioner, who has clearly unequivocally said that those individuals should be held accountable and charged.
It's a disgraceful performance, just disgraceful. But let me move on for a second.
Mayor Mamdani is back at it again. And this time he doesn't want to admit to the fact that the crowd was assaulting the police officers with snowballs, which is a criminal offense. I think for me, Mamdani's treating this like it's a regular conversation with his defund the police friends, not realizing that the weight of his opinion matters because he is the mayor of New York. Without further ado, let's jump into a couple clips to where you can see the raw footage of what transpired in this situation. Let's jump in.
He's gonna be inside the playground. I ain't do nothing. Come on. Don't touch me. I'll smack the shit out. Back out.
And the fact that Mamdani thinks that this is just a snowball fight. Like, this is not just a snowball fight. They are visibly antagonizing the cops, and they're throwing things at them, throwing snowballs at them. And yeah, the cops are realizing that there is more of them than there is of police right now. And they're being smart about it. This is how you de-escalate a situation. You just walk away. Point case, the strength in numbers, baby. That's what he just said. Strength in numbers. They already know. And they know that the police without any type of like riot gear or anything that can really control the crowd and to cause them to disperse and to really tone down the temperature in the situation. They don't have any of that available. But yeah, it's just, yeah. I don't know what she thinks she was going to try to do in this situation or what she's trying to think that she can accomplish with the crowd like this. But they've already shown that, you know, we're not going to listen to you and we're going to follow you. We're going to antagonize you. We're going to chase you down with snowballs and keep throwing them at you. This next clip kind of puts things in perspective when the reporters are interviewing other New Yorkers that are in the area, and they may not have a track record of being as supportive for police, but they give their opinion and agree that the crowd went too far. Let's dive into this.
It started as a routine call Monday afternoon, a snowball fight escalating to a safety concern when people started climbing the roof of a small building inside the park. Police say when officers arrived, they were met with a barrage of snowballs.
This was no joke. This was no game. This was an attack on two New York City police officers who were out there doing their job.
Police Union President Patrick Henry describes what happened as an all-out assault on the officers and wants those responsible held accountable. Some New Yorkers are weighing in.
Clearly, based on how it ended, it wasn't fun and games. I think certainly it seems like it started that way.
It was criminal. I mean, believe me, I don't always, support the police all the time, but I will say in this case, I think most of New York City believes that the police were abused in this situation.
This was a planned snowball fight. Flyers went out on social media, and while some bystanders described the incident as a joke or fun and games, NYPD clergy liaison Chaplain Robert Rice begs to differ. He says this sends the wrong message.
You can't say fun when you're slamming snowballs in the back of an NYPD officer head. You can't say fun when you following these officers while they realize that it's too many people that's out there, so they just went to go back to their van, and you follow these people and you attack them. See, fun is when you got some kids playing and they throwing snow at each other, jumping in the snow. But when you throwing snowballs at our NYPD officers, that's unacceptable.
Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch addressed the incident on social media, calling the behavior disgraceful and criminal. But during a news conference Tuesday, Mayor Mamdani had a different tone.
From the videos that I've seen, it looks like a snowball fight.
The union president responding to the mayor's comment, saying by ignoring their injuries and dismissing the incident, the mayor has sent a disgraceful message to every police officer who serves this city and a dangerous message to every person who might be looking to attack a police officer in the future. The union also says that the officers are on the mend, but they were hurt pretty badly. Of course, this debate continues. Outside Washington Square Park, Nicole Johnson, Pix 11 News.
Like, for Mamdani not to take a hard stance on this is just going to open the door for individuals to get hurt on both sides, for NYPD and for those, citizens out there that are, doing these acts towards NYPD. And I try to put things in perspective too, not to say that the police officers are always going to be innocent. I don't operate in that space, because with any profession, you're going to have your good apples, you're going to have your bad apples. Those that break the law, those are not going to break the law and follow everything accordingly. Yeah, it's only 2 months into the Mamdani era, and he's already creating a contention with the law enforcement within the city and stuff. So, he may have an interpretation as far as like what happened, but that doesn't negate as far as like, how the law needs to be applied in this particular situation here. But I don't know. Y'all be the judge of it. Y'all let me know. Get at me in the comments. Please be safe, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to an unaffiliated mind. Until next time, deuces. Yes, sir.